everybody. We're going to do a question and answer real quick. If you want to ask me a question, I'm going to have the email down here. I'm going to create an email just for you guys asking me questions, or you can comment below or send me a message on YouTube. I want you guys to actually go to thegeckoblog.com. I'm going to do it again there. Maybe a little late because of all these things I'm putting down there, but thegeckoblog.com, go there. We're actually interviewing a lot of people. We just interviewed Sean Gray from Night Glow Reptiles. Really awesome interview. We got another interview coming from Gecko Boa Reptiles. It's going to be another great interview, and I have some other great guests coming up. We are going to do very simple things and interview people. But let's get on to my question and answer. I'm going to go ahead and get it going. One answer was, why do I like radars? Well, everyone has trempers, and I'm one of them unique people. When I actually started breeding animals, I went to tremper right away. It was the first thing I did. And I found that everyone has tremper and no one had bell. Well, then I started working with Bell Enigma. I didn't have radars. I had Bell Enigma, and I just started seeing that bell holds her color and blah, blah, blah. And it kind of drew me to it. I didn't do rainwater because at the time when I was doing it, there were some things about rainwater. No one really liked rainwater. Then some people did. It was either you were die-hard rainwater or you were die-hard against it. There was no in between. Well, rainwater's making a rebound now. That's why I have all three. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. But that's why, basically, it was being different back then. Now, it's just stuck. I'm a Bell Albino fan. I love Bell Albinos. I would actually put my favorites Bell Albino rainwater than tremper. Even though there are some killer trempers out there, don't get me wrong. It's not that they're bad. It's just my opinion that I like the look of Bell Albino. So don't think I'm putting down tremper in any way. Tremper albino has its place. Everything has its place. The other question was, how do I come up with my prices? That is a tough thing, because I don't want to be the cheapest in town, because the cheapest in town is going to be basically saying that I got garbage animals, and I can't sell them. And then I try not to be the most expensive in town either. I try to hit that midway. To tell you the truth, if I'm pricing my white and yellows, I go to the people that made the white and yellows and I look at their prices. I don't like undercutting people. I hate it. And if I'm going to be doing typhoons, I go to the people that are making typhoons, and I look at my animal I got and like judge from their price. If you ever go to someone's site, you don't see radars all the same price. You'll have radars that are high, radars that are low, and radars in the middle. And then typhoons, the same thing. Then you have raptors the same way. You got different prices. That's what's really nice about leopard geckos. The nicer animals cost a little bit more. And of course, if you breed nice animals, you're going to get nicer animals. So how do I come at research? I actually do a lot of looking. I have some really good friends in the hobby that I can text and say, hey dude, what's this, and how much is it going for? What should I ask for it? And so forth. The next question was from the same person, and I am eventually going to put your guys' name down here if you've got a YouTube account. So please say, I want a shout out, and when you ask me a question, I'll put your name down there. The next question was, how do I select my holdbacks? Well, my holdbacks might be different than your holdbacks. I'm looking for certain things. Like my radars, I want totally patternless. I don't want any pattern. I want bright orange. So I'm going to be taking Atomic into it, Tangerine. I might even try to get G Project. I have a G Project animal that might not be het tremper. I'm breeding to test it out. It's a possible het tremper. And I want to try to get some of these brighter colors in the Bell, like the oranges and stuff, because I think Bell holds her color so well, they're going to be extremely orange. But I like that's for the bells, and for like the eclipses, I like snake eyes better than total black eyes. So that's just me. Some people like the total solid red eyes or the solid black eyes. I like the snake eyes. I think it gives the thing more character, but that's my opinion. So that's how I select it. I'm going for a certain look, and that's how you should do it. You should go for what you like, because when you breed what you like, it's going to be easier to sell, and you're going to be more excited when it hatches. So that's what I do. Someone asked me the other day about my banded radars, and I'm like, why don't I like them? I do love them. I love my radars to death. And it's hard for me to put one up for sale. I finally did, but it's hard because I like my radars. Another question real quick was, why do I go in racks and not tanks? Well, this is a very touchy subject for some people. Fish tanks are made for fish. They were made for fish. Reptile racks are made for reptiles. I believe that it keeps the humidity better for what they need, and you can vent them the proper way instead of having a total draft up on top. You can control the heat better in them, and so forth in a rack. I don't go fish tanks. They take up more room. Leopard geckos don't use the height. Yes, there are some that climb, but overall they don't use the height, so it's a waste of space. You'll get hot spots on glass. Sometimes glass just gets some hot spots. If you ever had a heating pad underneath there and your thermostat goes out, that glass will cook. Why, you know, the plastic tends to get hot too, but not like glass. People will know what I'm talking about if they had both. So that's why I use racks and not fish tanks. Because they are called fish tanks, not reptile tanks. You don't go and get an aquarium for a reptile. That's just my humble opinion. Yes, there are cases that you want an aquarium, but if you go chameleons, you don't put them in an aquarium. They're just chameleon cages. And the snakes, you don't put in an aquarium. They're snake racks and snake cages. I mean, there are so many sources for reptile supplies and caging now. You shouldn't have to go out and buy glass. It's just all glasses. The animal can see outside the cage. It's not as secure. I mean, I got tons of opinions on this, but that's why I don't use fish tanks. Not saying that if you use a fish tank, then you're bad. It's your opinion. It is what it is. Record keeping is another one. What do I do with record keeping? I will have to totally go off on another video and do that. Maybe a gecko overload episode on my record keeping, because a lot of people comment on my tags and comment on my record keeping because of what I do. But guess what, guys? I'm real small time right now. I'm only producing, like I said, 150, 200 baby geckos. There's people that produce 600, 1,500, 2,500, 6,000 geckos. Yes, there are people out there produce 6,000 geckos and more. That keep records too. Now, when you get that 6,000 to 20,000 geckos and blah, 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 you're usually for a wholesale market and stuff. You don't need to. You got that group, they're just temporal albinos, and this group over here, they're just patternless, and I get that. But that's another reason why you don't buy from a pet store to breed, to produce your animals, because you don't know that background. I forget the other one. I gotta start writing these things down. The other thing was, I gotta think. Oh man, I totally forgot. I will look at it and I will hit the next one. But I want you guys to email all your questions, or message me or comment below any question, and we'll get them answered. I'm not totally sure when I'll answer them. I'm going to start doing shout outs. I'll put your name maybe across the top, or put your YouTube channel here. I'm pretty fancy with editing and stuff. So you want a shout out? Ask me a question. I answer your question, I'm going to give you a shout out. Make sure if you email me, you give me your username on YouTube. So guys, ladies, have fun breeding your geckos, have fun breeding your reptiles, because guess what? I'm going to start getting into other reptiles too. I'm going back to my old ways. I'm going to have snakes. I'm going to have everything. The only thing I cannot have is my venomous. I'm going to miss my venomous. And for the people that know me, my old videos, I'm going to start uploading some. Don't think I have them now. They're my old school videos. My Gaboon Vipers, my Boom Slings, my Rhinoceros Vipers, my Western Diamondbacks, my Mojaves. Oh, I miss my Mojaves and Boom Slings. My Cobras, I had Monocle Cobras. What else did I have? I mean, Hope's Tree Vipers, you name it, I've had a lot. If you guys want to see some really awesome videos for venomous, go to my buddy Alcaritz. His name is Viper Keeper on YouTube. Just search Viper Keeper. He's a really good friend of mine, and you get to see some really awesome venomous snakes. That's my fix. I go there to see my animals. If you go there and harass him, I'm going to have a little issue with that, so don't go there and harass him. Al's a really good friend. He's a really good guy. So go there, check out some venomous reptiles. It's amazing. But other than that, I'm going to go, because I'm done cleaning my stuff, and I need to go and talk about a white and yellow G project that I just got that I haven't even told you guys about yet. Well, I told you guys, but I haven't really put it on YouTube. I'm out.